The Simpsons often predict events, whether it's Trump's presidency, the horse meat scandal, or Lady Gaga's Super Bowl show. With 30 seasons, such coincidences are inevitable. Here are 10 predictions from The Simpsons that haven't come true yet. Number 10. Flying cars. If any invention has been repeatedly predicted in movies, books, and theories, it's flying cars. It's no surprise that The Simpsons featured a flying car in the 2005 episode Future Drama. Set in the 13th year, Marge leaves Homer after he spends savings on inventions like a submarine home and the first prototype of a flying car. While cars still don't fly, several companies are working to make this dream a reality. Uber planned to launch air taxis in 2020, and in 2018, Google's Larry Page presented the Kitty Hawk Flyer prototype, supporting 2 other inventors working on flying cars. Unfortunately, the likelihood of daily commutes by air is still extremely low due to the lack of a battery capable of sustaining such energy. Additionally, an air traffic control system would need to be established. In general, this prediction remains a dream for now. Number 9. Virtual reality. When the Simpsons episode Friends and Family aired in October 2016, the potential of virtual reality was well known. The plot involves Mr. Burns finding virtual reality glasses and imagining himself as the head of The Simpsons. Soon, Springfield residents become so engrossed in the virtual world that chaos ensues. While the world of full-fledged zombie walkers in VR glasses hasn't become a reality, recent years have seen concerns about technology grow. Experts believe that excessive fascination with it can lead to a loss of connection with reality. The ability to create one's avatar in a world without real law and order could alter behavioral patterns and our perception of ourselves. As virtual reality becomes more popular and accessible, let's hope we don't go too far. Number 8. Virtual eating. In the future episode, Bart in the Future, Marge, Homer, and Bart use virtual reality glasses and tubes to consume virtual food. Although we're far from having non-caloric digital meals, the National University of Singapore developed a digital taste simulator in 2013. It influences taste receptors using electrical and thermal currents. Meanwhile, Cornell University researchers found that cheese tastes better in a pleasant virtual environment. Tokyo even saw the opening of the first virtual reality restaurant. While this technology might help diabetics enjoy sweet food without affecting blood sugar levels, virtual food is likely to remain a rarity and not gain widespread popularity. So, we probably won't be eating computerized pizza while watching TV, although the idea does have potential. Number 7. Woman President. The Bart to the Future episode predicted several things since its release in March 2000. In this episode, there's a reference to Trump's future presidency, and Bart envisions Lisa as the President of the United States. Lisa's presidency anticipates another significant political event. She mentions becoming the first female president, a position that, until then, no woman had held in the USA, although Hillary Clinton could have. The US ranked 50th for gender equality among 149 countries in the 2018 Global Gender Gap Report. However, recent midterm election victories for women in the Senate in 2018 suggest the possibility. The Simpsons also hinted at who might fill this role in the Treehouse of Horror Zix7 episode in 2016. Homer shows a button with Ivanka 2028 and predicts that everything happens too early in America. The likelihood of Ivanka Trump following in her father's footsteps became more realistic when she expressed her intention to run for president in 2018, stating her dream of becoming the first woman in that role. A 2017 poll indicated that 44% of Americans approved of Ivanka, and The Simpsons' prediction may soon come true. Number 6. Automation. Technology is advancing, and it seems we are approaching the scenario from the 2012 episode titled Them, Robot. Mr. Burns complained about the cost of tests for the power plant workers, and Smithers devised a cost-cutting solution, replacing workers with robots. Unemployment in the city immediately rose by 99%, with Homer being the sole human at the plant. When accidentally breaking one of the robots, he discovered it had human-like artificial intelligence. However, the robots soon became too smart, leading to a rebellion to kill Mr. Burns and the residents of Springfield. While a robot takeover remains fiction, Artificial intelligence-driven robots are increasingly replacing humans in various roles. For example, McDonald's plans to test robots for fryers and voice-activated ordering systems. Studies suggest that robots could occupy 800 million jobs by 2030. However, this transition is not without concerns. Realistic robots, like Sophia, obtained Saudi Arabian citizenship in 2017, and AI pioneer Jürgen Schmidhuber predicted significant changes in civilization within 30 years. The future of automation holds both promise and potential challenges. Number 5. Mars colonization. Recent episodes continue to speculate about the future, and the Margian Chronicles from 2016 explores the possibilities of space travel. In this episode, the company Exploration Incorporated aims to establish settlements on Mars by 2026. Marge decides to go, and the whole family follows suit. After a week in a Mars life simulator, Marge is selected for the journey, but it's revealed at liftoff that the rocket was a fake. The story then jumps to the year 2051, where Lisa and Marge live in a thriving Mars colony resembling a modern city. However, is this realistic? Elon Musk hasn't yet transferred his SpaceX shares for the Mars program, and a flourishing Mars community remains unrealized. SpaceX plans to send cargo rockets to Mars by 2022, aiming to find water and establish life support systems. Meanwhile, the United Arab Emirates envisions building a city for 600,000 people on Mars by 2117 as part of the Mars 2117 initiative. Experts, however, consider these projects overly ambitious and unrealistic. Due to Mars's harsh conditions, it's unlikely to become a new home for Earthlings. Number 4. Reptilian rulers. In the fanciful 1996 episode, Homer exposes Bill Clinton and Bob Dole as aliens who attempt to take over the election. While far from reality, some believe there's a grain of truth in this episode. Similar themes are shown in the Citizen Kang, short from the Tree House of Horror 7 Boss episode, where aliens copy and replace Clinton and Dole to conquer the USA. This seemingly absurd concept aligns with one of the world's most popular conspiracy theories. British conspiracy theorist and former presenter David Icke wrote books and lectured to thousands, claiming influential figures are reptilian aliens orchestrating a global takeover. People like Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the Queen of England are among the suspected reptilian humanoids. This ancient alien race theory traces back to a moment when Icke was bitten by a figurative snake, a moment he claims triggered his enlightenment. Statuettes dating 7,000 years depict humanoid lizard people, supposedly supporting this theory. However, there's no concrete evidence. It's interesting to note that in the 1960s, a triune brain model was introduced, dividing the human brain into 3 parts. This model suggests a reptilian part responsible for primal instincts, hinting at the reptilian theory. While intriguing, this theory lacks solid proof. Number 3. Environmental catastrophe. The Simpsons movie featured bizarre events, and some turned out quite realistic. In the film, Homer unwittingly pollutes the already tainted Springfield water source by dumping pig waste to protect the town from toxic chemicals. In response, the president encases Springfield in a massive glass dome, making it the most polluted town. Dangerous pollution levels have long been recorded worldwide. In Flint, Michigan, a city resembling the fictional Springfield, water contamination occurred in 2014. While combating pollution with a glass dome may be far-fetched, The Simpsons might have hinted at something more significant. We are on the brink of a global environmental crisis due to climate change, carbon emissions, and massive deforestation. Activists like Greta Thunberg, who was compared to Lisa Simpson, urge us to prevent further damage. We need swift action, or we risk repeating Springfield's history. Number 2. Foreign president. I mentioned that the president who placed a dome over Springfield's pollution in The Simpsons movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger. With his experience as California's governor from 2003 to 2011, it's plausible that Arnie could become the US president. Given The Simpsons' track record of predicting political events, this could be a nod to a future foreign president. While the US Constitution specifies that only natural-born or naturalized citizens can be president, interpretations may vary, and this could potentially change in the coming years. The term natural-born citizen has been a subject of debate, and some experts argue its exact meaning is not defined by the Supreme Court. If Governor Schwarzenegger doesn't fit the bill, perhaps Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg could later become the first non-native-born female president. Only time will tell. Number 1. Teleportation. One of the Simpsons' intriguing predictions is the untapped power of teleportation, seen in Treehouse of Horror 8 from 1997. Homer purchases a teleporter from Professor Frink's garage sale for 50 cents. Although the technology is already outdated, Homer uses it lazily, avoiding stairs and trips to the fridge. In a mishap, Bart is accidentally transformed into a fly-human hybrid, parodying David Cronenberg's film The Fly. While teleportation may seem far-fetched, Chinese scientists in 2017 successfully teleported photons to a satellite 300 miles away using quantum entanglement. This phenomenon relies on paired photons remaining in the same state even when separated, and altering one changes the other. However, teleporting atoms or molecules for human transportation is a distant future prospect, requiring decades of research. Teleporting trillions of cells, as calculated by researchers from the University of Leicester, presents a colossal data challenge. While teleportation may not be a reality yet, it remains a fascinating prospect for the future. Would you like any of these predictions to come true? And which one do you think is most likely? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.